It's the Charlie Bahama Show. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the Charlie Bahama Show. I am your boy, Charlie Bahama. I know I look a bit different today, and that is because we are here at Pirates of Nassau, and I'm filming with the Goombay Kids. I'm actually in one of their episodes, and of course, I'm going to have them on mine. Oh, thank you, Pickersby.
It's Tony.
Pickersby, thank you so much. So I'm gonna have the Goombay Kids on my show as well. So we're doing a little cross-show thing here. It's gonna be so much fun because the Charlie Bahama Show summer season was so much fun. All right, so stay tuned. We're gonna have the director, we're gonna have the producer, and we're gonna have the 3 stars. That's right, the 3 stars of the Goombay Kids season, okay? And of course, I wanna thank my sponsors, Easy Car Sales, BYD, and KFC. Come on back, Charlie Bahama Show. Arrgh. The Charlie Bahama special summer season is brought to you by KFC Nassau, celebrating the flavor of summer, and Easy Car Sales, home of BYD, the 100% electric vehicle. Hey, the official car of the Bahamian summer and the Charlie Bahama Show. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back. Keep up with all things Charlie Bahama by following Charlie Bahama on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Get behind-the-scenes access to Bahamian and international celebrities, along with travel info, tips, photography, and video. Like, share, and follow Charlie Bahama on all social media platforms. And subscribe to our Charlie Bahama YouTube page to catch up on all past episodes and bonus clips. You can also go to charliebahama.com anytime. We always keep the lights on. The Charlie Bahama Show. All that same flair with a little less hair.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, but you might not know it with my pirate outfit on. We are actually on the set of Goombay Kids with Stephanie, the producer, the everything of Goombay Kids, really. It's so good to have you on the show, finally in person. We've had you on the show twice before, but via Zoom. But now we're together. We've been vaccinated and everything. So this is so exciting.
Yes, it is. So thanks for coming by. We're on set today, actually. We're behind the scenes. Charlie's going to be one of our extras today, featured extra with lines. But yeah, this is a much different season than in the past. In the past, it was harder in a pandemic and we had a lot of restrictions. This time we're getting to do it how we really wanted to do it. It's a scripted island adventure kids show this time, which there aren't many in the world that even exist. And for the Bahamas, we haven't had anything done to this magnitude to showcase young Bahamian talent on screen. So this is actually a history-making event. Even the set dressing, the costume designs, everything that's gone into this is very, very extensive. Mm-hmm. So we're really excited and proud of this season. We still have the integrity of the old season, all the same old segments mixed in with our storyline. So it's an adventure story, but they still have the Island of the Day segments and all the favorites, craft of the day and things like that. We have a fantastic cast, all trained actors. One of our lead actors was actually a child from Rocksound, Eleuthera, who booked 5 episodes of Netflix. He's the lead role in it. He flew to Toronto for that, for a new show made by the makers of Paw Patrol. So that's really exciting. And we have all the famous faces in the Bahamas, Zeneo Newbold as Sarge. We have a Sawyer Boy, we have Jaquay Adderley, we have Leah Naeus, we got Charlie Bahama. So we have like a really star-filled show, incredible crew. I mean, I'm so grateful for this crew. We've got Moby Group, extremely professional, incredible. Mm-hmm. They've gone above and beyond with their aerial shots and their equipment and even acquiring equipment for this. We have Lanthro Monroe, an incredible director who's flown down, Bahamian American. He's done 12 movies with Tyler Perry Studios. He's also worked with Fox Dish Nation for many seasons. He did Bounce TV. So he's bringing that international expertise to the show. Him and I both really are going to, we're doing this with marketing in mind to the international market. We have a lot of interest in the show, so we're very excited to show that because there's no island kid adventure shows out there right now. So we're really trying to present the Bahamas in the best possible light and really showcase our talent and our young talent, which never really gets shown properly except for maybe Junior Junkanoo or the National Youth Choir or something like that. So it's all like a very, very exciting, initiative, extremely inspiring and just really fun thing to be a part of.
Yeah. Well, you said a mouthful, a lot, and you said so much that, I mean, like even Mo V, Burton Wallace, he actually was one of my cameramen on my first show, Electric Air, many years ago. So this is all history. Ferrano, I mean, this is history. These folks I've worked with for many, many, many years. And we're going to talk with the director also on the next segment. And of course, the 3 stars of the Goombay Kids this season. So far, I mean, this is hectic. I mean, you guys have got a first-rate production going on here. So far, I know it's so much work, but what has been some of your most memorable from this season so far?
I think just everybody coming together. I mean, what we have in this show is so exciting. Like we, encompass everything that's great about the Bahamas and our culture and history. So the kids go back in time to 1720 and they fall upon Calico Jack and M. Bonnie, who capture them. Part of why we're at the Pirate Museum today. They go to Atlantis, have staycation, adventures, as well as discover the lost city of Atlantis. They go to a rake and scrape camp where they learn all about, rake and scrape, but there's also folklore characters involved in that get in the way. And then there's also our Junkanoo Shack episode, which the Ballet Boys were awesome to lend us their shack. And it was incredible, our set dressing. We made a magical Junkanoo world out of all of their old floats and costumes, and it was really cool. We have a really fun-packed season. It's something that's going to be really special, I think.
Well, that sounds like a fun-packed season, and we're going to show clips from today's filming as well as clips from stuff you've done throughout this season, and of course, we'll show people what they're going to be able to see coming up on the new season of Goombay Kids. And when does that begin about?
That's going to come out early October. So, check your local listings. The promos will all start coming out in September. So, make sure you tune in. I'd really like to thank our sponsors, though. We got at the Ministry of Culture is sponsoring us. Actually, the executive director, Rowena Sutherland, is one of our producers, too. And Leslie Ellis Tynes is our other incredible producer. But we want to thank Atlantis for sponsoring us. We want to thank Aquapure Water, Bahari Bahamas, Domino's Pizza, and Sinorama, as well as CMM Talent Agency.
All right, so look out for the new season of the Goombay Kids coming soon, and we'll be right back. Charlie Bahama Show. The Charlie Bahama special summer season is brought to you by KFC Nassau, celebrating the flavor of summer, and Easy Car Sales, home of BYD, the 100% electric vehicle. Hey, the official car of the Bahamian summer and the Charlie Bahama Show. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back.
You know that feeling you get when you have an uncontrollable desire for fried chicken? That's the KFC, a substance that stimulates your senses to identify the aroma of our secret recipe or an extra crispy crunch from any distance. It's invisible to the naked eye, but you can feel it traveling throughout your body, taking control so you can enjoy a juicy bite of KFC. Ignite your senses with KFC.
Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, and we are here again on the set of the Goombay Kids with the 3 stars of this season's Goombay Kids. And so tell me your name, your real name, and your character name.
My name is Raven White, and my character name is Dominique.
Dominique.
My name is Kiara Jones, and my character is Arya.
My name is Javian Rankin, and I play Jerome.
Jerome, I love your voice, man. So let's first talk. So you're from Nassau or one of the out islands?
Yeah, I'm from Nassau.
Oh, yeah? So you guys have been shooting already a few episodes. So you know what's going to be coming on in the new season of Goombay Kids. Give me a little bit of what people are going to be able to see on this season of Goombay Kids.
Well, we will be able to see the Goombay Kids meeting an Atlantean. We're going to be, in every episode, we're going to be seeing Sarge, the police officer.
Oh, yeah. He didn't arrest you, eh?
No. And we go to camp and see Papa Bois. And we also have a few visits by Mama Dilo.
Oh, cool, cool. So tell me, so far you've been shooting, what are some of your favorite scenes so far?
My favorite scene is the Pirate Museum because we get to discover all the things we never knew about the pirates.
Wow. And that's why I'm dressed like this, because I will be making a cameo appearance in one of your episodes. So this is like a cross promotion, you know? I mean, you're on my show and I'm on your show. So what about you this season? What's some of your favorite things?
Like Arya said, the Pirate Museum, it was really fun. And I've learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know about pirates and stuff like that.
Well, that's one good thing about this show, the Goombay Kids. It's not only interesting, but you learn so much. So have you learned anything else just by being on the show, like things you didn't know and the directors and the producers have showed you?
Yes, I actually did. I never knew about the pirate. I never knew any of the pirates.
Wow.
And then I got to discover 2 of them. And when we get to go inside, we see a ton of them. Like, we see Captain Kidd, and we see Aunt Bonnie, how she looks, and how Captain Kidd looks, and how Calico Jack looks.
Wow. And of course, the fiercest pirate of all, the pirate Charlie Bahama. They didn't tell you about him?
No.
What? So what about you this season? What's some of your favorite things?
My favorite thing is probably this or the Junkanoo Shack.
Yeah.
I like the Junkanoo Shack because you get to see a lot of new Junkanoo art and stuff, and it's really glittery and stuff, and glitter is my favorite item on this earth.
Ooh.
And the Pirate Museum is really cool because I never knew some of the pirates that existed, and I get to look around and go into pirate ship and stuff, and it's just really fun.
Yeah, this is a cool place, and like I said, this show is really cool. So after being on this show, you think this is something you want to do for the future, to be an actress or a hostess?
Yes, it's my dream to become an actress.
Oh, super. And what about you?
Yes, I love acting. It's just fun. You learn stuff. It's just amazing.
Yeah. So Javian, you told me earlier you're from Eleuthera. So how is it growing up in Eleuthera?
It's really fun. I get to always go on the boats, but it was kind of tricky because when we're rehearsing and stuff, I'd have to rehearse over Zoom. And it was kind of tricky, but I still got there.
Yeah. So what do you see the difference as Eleuthera and Nassau here in the big city?
I would picture Eleuthera smaller, and then when I came to Nassau, I thought it was huge, but then I looked on a map and stuff, but then Nassau is small and Eleuthera is bigger.
Yeah. It's true. You're right. Yeah, people think that Nassau is the biggest, but it's a little thing. But you just have so much more, beauty and environment and land and everything. So, well, it's good that you're here. And working with the directors and the producers of Goombay Kids, that must be fun too, because they're fun people.
Yeah.
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 So the director, was he good at giving you direction and telling you what to do, or you just automatically, know exactly what's happening?
Kind of both, really.
And you?
Yes, it's very understanding when he speaks to me, and I understand a lot, and I fix my mistakes.
Well, that's a good thing, to learn and fix your mistakes. So, listen, we're going to be so excited to watch the new season of the Goombay Kids, and being with you guys on your episode, I feel like I finally made it. The Charlie Bahama Show is down here, and Goombay Kids is here. So I am now a star too, right?
Yeah.
All right, more Goombay Kids on the Charlie Bahama Show right after this. The Charlie Bahama special summer season is brought to you by KFC Nassau, celebrating the flavor of summer, and Easy Car Sales, home of BYD, the 100% electric vehicle. Hey, the official car of the Bahamian Summer and the Charlie Bahama Show. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, and now we are inside the set where I'm going to be doing my scene, and I am here with the director, Lanthro, who is a Bahamian as well, come back to lend his expertise here, because Lanthro, you're over in Atlanta now, right?
That's correct, in Atlanta. Been there for about 5, going on 6 years.
Yeah. And so here in Nassau, are you from Nassau or from one of the Out Islands?
No. Here, Nassau.
What school?
TC, Temple Christian.
All right, very good. So what got you into film?
Honestly, it was a dream, really. One day, I just had the dream. And in the dream, my dad, he said, tell your mom that I was going to send you to film school, and fast forward a year later, I was enrolled.
Well, I thought when you said a dream, people said, I just dreamt of this. You actually mean there was a real dream?
Yeah, I had a real dream.
You didn't dream the numbers, though?
No.
I get boxed that?
No numbers. Just a dream where you say, tell your mom I send you to film school, and like I say, 1 full year, 12 months later, we was in Colorado.
Wow, that's great, man. So Lanthro, you working over in Atlanta now. So tell me about that journey working over on that side.
It's been really good, man. Like I said, I moved there in 2015, and honestly, initially it was extremely hard. Right? They say breaking in is hard. It is extremely hard. Fortunately, I had some good mentors over there, and they looked after me, and it was actually a producer that worked on a local show for, what's it called? Star Maker, a couple years ago. She came over, Ty Johnston, and we had a conversation. She was like, hey, you should come to Atlanta. I took her up on the offer, and through Ty, I was introduced to 80% of the people that I know and work with now in the industry. And since that time, like I said, it took about 2 years for me to break in, but since then, I would have moved on and worked for Fox, Bounce, BET, and just racked up the credits to the point now it's innumerable.
Yeah, very good. No, I know Ty very well from the Star Maker days. Actually, I was supposed to direct Star Maker back in the day, but unfortunately, my conflict of my schedule, I couldn't do it. But I love Ty. She's really good, and that was the BTC show. So that's really, really good. So how was it also, because now you're over there, the difference between, and where do you see television and film going, from here in the Bahamas?
So, I mean, the difference is pretty big. I think that in the States, it's the same tools, more or less. It's just that over there, it's more structured, right? So folks, they take slating more seriously, or they take call times more seriously, or they take continuity more seriously. The technical aspect of it, I think we have a lot of technically gifted folks, but when it comes to the writing, when it comes to, in some instances, lighting, and caring about the details on set, I think that is where we fall short in the storytelling department. But pound for pound, I think we have the ability to create pictures that could compete at a global level here.
Yeah, for sure. You're young. So I've been at this for a long time, and it's been a big change, because when I first started, there was hardly anybody out there doing this, and now a lot of young folks like you guys have gone off, and the film and television industry here has exploded, and also thanks to our TV. I mean, these amazing shows like Goombay Kids and all the the RTV original shows have really stepped up the game, and I think we're going to get there, because in the States, when you do grip, gaffer, lighting, whatever, that's what you do. Here in the Bahamas, right, in the Bahamas, you might go work at the bank, and then you come and work on a film once in a while. You might have to work at the museum, and then you could be a director or a scriptwriter. Even musicians, a lot of our big musicians were in the States, they making a lot of money, and just being a musician a lot of the big Bahamian musicians have to have a second gig, and that's what hopefully we'll get to one point here in the Bahamas.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that I had to adjust to, right? Because when I was here, I was doing the camera work, I was also doing audio, I was just getting started with lighting, and then I was doing editing. So then when I went to the States, they said, okay, what do you do? And I was like, okay, I write, direct, produce, edit, shoot. They was like, okay, but what do you want to do? I was like, write, direct, shoot, edit, you know what I mean? And that honestly was how do I say it? It was a stumbling block for me. So I had to hone in on something. And going back to what I was saying earlier, my door in was through the editorial. So I was able to get in the union and get on network shows working in editorial, and that kind of opened the door to everything else. And once that happened, even in more depth, I was able to see the inner workings of how sets work. But you're correct. Like, you have to specialize in something in order to move ahead over there.
Yeah. And so now you're here, Goombay Kids. So tell me about working with these kids.
Oh man, it is awesome. I always said when before I left, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go, and then when I get the opportunity, I'll come back and try to bridge that gap between, here and there. So just being able to work on a show like this, I connected with the creator, Stephanie, maybe 6 or 7 months ago on a different project, and then we worked so well on that one. She was like, hey, what do you think about Goombay Kids? And so I was like, you know what, I think it'll work. And we just both connected, and then it was like, okay, if we want to make this compete globally, let's change the format up a little bit. Let's add some scripted elements. And man, no, the kids have been awesome. They took the challenge, because before it was more segmented in terms of the setups, and we was like, hey, let's give you guys a storyline. Let's take you through a journey, episode to episode. And they took up the challenge, and it's been a great experience.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming back and sharing your talent and your knowledge with us. And we're going to see a little bit of, what your work has accomplished here with all these kids.
Yeah, and in about 30 minutes, I actually get to direct you, so that's going to be fun.
I got to go get my lines. I hope you got real reminiscence. Charlie Bahama Show, coming back. The Charlie Bahama special summer season is brought to you by KFC Nassau, celebrating the flavor of summer, and Easy Car Sales, home of BYD, the 100% electric vehicle. Hey, the official car of the Bahamian summer and the Charlie Bahama Show. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back. Keep up with all things Charlie Bahama by following Charlie Bahama on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Get behind-the-scenes access to Bahamian and international celebrities, along with travel info, tips, photography, and video. Like, share, and follow Charlie Bahama on all social media platforms. And subscribe to our Charlie Bahama YouTube page to catch up on all past episodes and bonus clips. You can also go to charliebahama.com anytime. We always keep the lights on. The Charlie Bahama Show. All that same flair with a little less hair.
Yeah.
Well, that was another fantastic Charlie Bahama show, and here at Pirates, it's just really cool. I mean, what else you want to do during the summer is do a pirate theme. And so I want to thank the Goombay Kids for having me on their show and also being on my show. So look out for that episode on the Goombay Kids when their new season begins. Okay? And I want to thank all my sponsors, Easy Car Sales, home of the 100% BYD car. And also electric car, that is, and also KFC, which is, the flavor of summer. KFC is the Bahamian summer. So I want to thank you for watching, and when we're not on, you can always catch us at social media at Charlie Bahama, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and also charliebahama.com. All right, so until next time, let me see how this thing here works. It's what? It's locked. All right, Kev. Bye, everybody. Kev. Kev. Kev.
Charlie Bahama Show. 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 Yeah.